So good morning to everyone. Today we are going to start our next module. In our previous class, let's first recall what we studied in our previous class. We studied about the system of the reproductive system of the male and the female. If you remember that there was the male reproductive system and the female reproductive system, we discussed in the detail and also discussed about the menstruation. Okay, now see what will happen if they ever have heard like if you have ever heard that in some place the adults are pressurized by their parents to get married and start having children. Okay, have you heard about that? Yeah, obviously you might have heard about that. Okay, so see, is there any diseases that can be transmitted during the intercourse, transmitted sexually? You can give me your answers in the chat box. Okay, so what can you infer about the topic we are going to learn today? Yes, so we are going to discuss today STD, sexually transmitted disease. So our today's topic is this sexually transmitted disease. Now, what is this sexually transmitted disease are? See that there can be pressure from our friends for the participant in many activities, really whether we really want to or not. Okay, but there can be pressure from families to get married and start having children. So there can be pressure from government agencies to avoid having children. So in this condition, making choice you can become very making choice can become very difficult, since the sexual act since the sexual act is a very see the is well very intimate connection of the bodies. So it is not surprising that many diseases can be sexually transmitted. Okay, so these includes bacterial infections such as gonorrhea. You can see here in the first there is the gonorrhea. It is a bacterial infection, and the syphilis. This is also a bacterial infection which can be transmitted through the sexual intercourse. Okay, and the viral infection such as what is there and HIV/AIDS. Like, okay, now see, when is the World AIDS Day celebrated? Okay, you can give your answers in the comment section. Now, see, which among the following disease is not sexually transmitted? So options are A. Syphilis, option B. Diarrhea, option C. HIV/AIDS, or option D. Gonorrhea. So you can give your answers in the comment section. You are having 10 seconds. Okay, so now time is up. Let's see. Now see, you are aware about this diagram in our previous class, we discussed it. Now if a couple do not want to get pregnant, do they have any method through which they can prevent this, the mating of the sperm and the female? Yes, they should not involve in any sexual activity, then only this can be stoppable. Or there are another things also. if there is any method through which they could be involved in sexual activities and still not become pregnant. Okay, so these are the things that can happen. Now there was a video, I will providing the link for the video in the description box. You can watch that after 1 minute to 2 and 24 minutes. Okay, then you will be observe that there are certain contraceptive methods which help in preventing the meeting of sperm and egg. Those methods can be taken like the taking the pills and using the condoms, which act as the barriers between the germ cells. Okay, so our next topic is contraceptive methods. See, the contraceptive method fall in a number of categories. One category is the creation of the mechanical barrier so that the sperm do not reach the egg, and condom on the penis or similar covering worn in the vagina can serve the same purpose. Okay, and another category, like these are the condoms. This is the male condom and this is the female condom. The male condom can be wear on the penis of the male, and the female condom can be used inside the vagina. Okay, now see, there is another category of contraceptive act by changing the hormonal balance of the body so that eggs are not released and fertilization cannot occur. And these drugs commonly not be taken orally, can need to be taken orally as pills. And however, since they change hormonal balance, they can cause side effects too. Okay, now other contraceptive device such as a loop or copper T are placed in the uterus to prevent pregnancy. Again, they can cause side effects due to the irritation of the uterus. Okay, now see what will happen if contraceptive methods are not adopted. So it can cause a lot of problems to the individuals. Okay, now see, there is a question, the function of copper T is, what is the main function of this? You can see it is having function of stop gastrulation, stop cleavage, check mutation, or stop the fertilization. So the function of copper T is imbalancing the nature, the environment in the uterus, so that they can stop the fertilization. Now see, there are some contraceptive methods, but these are temporary. So if there are any way, if the meeting of the sperm and egg could be blocked permanently. So let's see through a video. I will providing the link in the description box, and you can watch it. After that, watching the video, we will come to know that there are the surgical methods which help in permanent contraception. There is a vasectomy in the male and the tubectomy in the female. Now let's learn about this vasectomy. In the vasectomy, if the vas deferens in the male is blocked, like see, there was normal vas deferens. Now in the another one, we are cutting the vas deferens here. Now there is a permanent gap, and it prevents the mating. Now if the fallopian tube in the female is blocked, the egg will not be able to reach from this ovary to the uterus, and will not be able to reach in the uterus. In both the cases, the fertilization will not take place, and the surgical method can be used to create such blocks. And while surgical methods are safe in long run, and surgery itself can cause infection and other problems if not performed properly, and the surgery can also be used for removal of unwanted pregnancies. Okay, now what will happen in female feticide? What happens in female feticides? So it is an hormonal type of the things that imbalance the hormone to avoid the pregnancy and the fetus. Now, what is vasectomy and what is tubectomy? We have to explain these both. If there are in the surgical, with the help of surgical method, we are creating a gap between the vas deferens and also blocking the fallopian tube in the case of female. So these are the respectively vasectomy and the tubectomy. Now let's recapitulate what we studied today. So we studied about the sexually transmitted disease, contraceptive methods, and especially the physical methods of the contraception and the surgical method. Now after this, you are able to define the sexually transmitted disease along with appropriate examples, and you can also list different types of the contraceptive methods, and you can explain the action of the contraceptive methods, how they are performing, how they are acting, and also you can appraise the importance of contraceptive methods. Now there is a small homework for you. If a woman is using a copper T, will it help in protecting her from sexually transmitted disease? And what are the different method of contraceptions? What could be a reason for adopting contraceptive method? Why we are going to use this contraceptive method? So that's all for our today's class. So thanks for your attention and keep supporting us. We'll meet in our next video.